to push the other button. I am. Good evening, ladybugs and yellow jackets. Welcome to tonight's episode of FAE News here on FAE Productions. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, and tonight I am here with Ion the Leprechaun.
Hi, doodly do neighbors.
Yes, and Raynwulf.
Hello.
And Professor Greenman. And maybe a couple others. I'm not sure. I know that Qamar and Lady Ash won't be with us tonight because they have something else already going. Hello, Ingvi. Hello, Cobble. Welcome. And then I think that we might see Phoenix and or Amanita, but we haven't heard from them. So we're not entirely sure what the status therein is. However, I'm pretty excited because I have thought of a thing for us to do tonight. And I suppose if it's just a few of you out there in the audience, then it's going to be with you guys and everybody else will just miss out. That's what they get for not being here. But as you know, first things first, you guys, tonight, like, subscribe, and we're gonna tane the bell for Beltane, because this is the last day in the Beltane month, if you will. So tane the bell. And also, I want to give a shout out to tonight's sponsor. Ion, you're doing all the things as I'm talking. Thank you so much, because it's hard for me to do from my telephone. I'm getting closer and closer to being well set up here at the shop so that I have all of the things. But next thing I have to do is get some kind of a headset. Hello, Wolf and Fairy and Cool Gamer, and of course, Lord Voivode, welcome. I think that I had tonight's show sponsor. Boy, the words did not want to come out of my mouth right there, did they? As Savvy Scavengers, and Savvy Scavengers is actually one of our Fairy Blossom vendors and Patreon patrons. They are a witch-owned, pagan-inspired shop specializing in upcycled, revamped lost treasures, from unique floral headpieces to wood-whittled wands. I like saying that. Perfect for dueling and traveling altars. There's always a bit of magic infused into all of their handmade goods. Crystals, spell jars, sachets, what is cauldron confetti? I've probably read that before, and I never noticed the words cauldron confetti. Like, they didn't register in my brain, and now I really want to know what cauldron confetti is.
I have a head canon that they've taken a cauldron and torn it into tiny little pieces, you know.
Well, so Fairy Sparkle makeovers for all ages. Come find them. Speaking of cauldron confetti and tearing things into really small pieces, Al the Orc, who has been our blacksmith at Fairy Blossom Festival in the past, one year made me two glitter cannons, actually. Ooh. One of them is like this big. It's huge. It's like more than half as tall as me. And it's a cannon. It just is meant to fire so much glitter everywhere. And the other one is like a handheld hand cannon, and you plug in the air, and the bottom's sort of like airsoft, and then it just has a switch, and you turn it, and then it just out the end. The havoc I can wreak. So tonight at 8 o'clock, our thing is going to be a dross auction for what are you doing over there? It's gonna be a dross auction for two level 3 fairy quests tonight. I had an agenda. I did, and I don't know where it's at.
Promises.
No, I did. I printed it up. I had reworked it. It's probably back at the castle, sitting there on the interocitor. do its thing. I don't know. So it does exist though, and I think that one of the first things on the agenda is to remind you guys that the first Friday of the month is the day after tomorrow. That is June 3rd, actually. And so second, sorry. And so we have a hedge game this Friday. So that is in 2 days. And I wanted to, before we get to 8 o'clock and we start doing an auction, a live auction for the quests, I kind of wanted to hear from you guys the update. I would like the status report from the last hedge gathering, if you will. I'll leave it to you guys to decide who's going to speak first.
Okay, so I'll take it. I did much exploring of the paths.
I can remember.
Of the what?
Of the city of is that the city of the East, right? Yeah.
Glorious, yeah.
Glorious.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and it was discovered there were two. Well, there are these forested areas with these gem trees, and they're very difficult to pass into because you get blocked a lot. Anyway, the point is there's two of them that you can actually enter apparently, and inside are groves, and in one of these groves there's a pedestal with not a thing on it. And in another grove, there's this tree-like thing with these.
I feel like this is such a FAE description of what you encountered. Inside the grove, there is a pedestal with not a thing. Not a thing. The absence of a thing. It's got not a thing on it. So very funny.
there was lots of writing of notes because it's hard to talk up there. Anyway, the point is that apparently if you try to take what looked to be like cherries from this tree in the second grove, there was a bluster.
Yep.
This
What?
It makes it very difficult to accomplish anything when the wind is blowing you over. So we need a nicer way to do things. But apparently, there are notes that we need to translate on various things. On the pedestal in the first grove, and on this in the bark in the second grove.
Yeah.
And
on the tree with the red things.
So what are you
translation work?
What are you guys planning to do?
Usable. I mean, they could say, haha, you were here, and that's not helpful.
What haven't we done yet?
But I'm hopeful.
What are we planning to do?
Did I miss anything?
Well, what are you guys planning to do for the next gathering then? Oh, and never mind. Go ahead.
You did miss something too. The blustering also happened when you tried to climb the statue in the center because there's a statue of the protector poet.
Tell me about the statue.
It's big.
It's huge. It is huge.
It can be described as statue-like.
Yes.
Statuesque.
But I do know when we tried to climb on it, I think the professor tried to climb on it.
Yes, apparently it's the statute of limitations.
There was definitely that bluster of wind that pretty much if you weren't knocked over, you got knocked over.
There's a kitty meowing in the background.
Are you saying there's some statutes keeping you from climbing the statue?
Yeah.
It's a statute of limitations. Okay, so the only thing about the statue, why were you climbing on the statue to begin with?
To reach the sword.
Diadem that it was wearing.
The diadem and the sword.
Okay.
That could be one of the treasures.
So what tell me about these items, the sword and the diadem.
Well, the statue is wearing the diadem. It is holding a sword.
Right.
We want to take both of them if we can.
Right.
I should point out that that diadem has slots for future gems.
Right. The diadem has slots for future gems, and the one thing we did notice is the diadem did have the one citrine gem on it,
Which seems to be the
Part
one
of the
thing that is not
pedestal.
there on the
pedestal in
pedestal
the citrine
in
forest.
the citrine forest.
Yeah.
So you're in a city of gemstones, and there's a diadem on top of a giant statue that is missing gemstones.
Yes, which apparently have slots that would match up with each type of gemstone, and each of the 7 groves of gem trees would probably match up with those.
But we can only get in the citrine and the ruby forest.
At the moment.
But I can't take any gem from the ruby forest.
Did you find a gem in the ruby forest?
We found cherry-like gems that looked like they might fit. And we attempted to take them, and things got very blustery and windy and, gee, can we say almost hurricaned?
Yeah.
So did you guys write notes the whole time you were there?
No, not
Actually, no.
entirely. We did also manage to communicate telepathically thanks to a magic item.
Yeah, the gnome network earrings that Arwina had.
Huh. Well, I guess you guys better hope she'll be around. You guys better hope she'll be around on Friday. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble.
Hey, yeah.
It's creepy because gnomes crawl in your ear.
Right.
So, that's not weird.
Tipsy picks.
Of course, it's weird.
So the plan for Friday then is to.
Good question.
Well,
Plan on Friday is to attempt for Ray and myself, being in North Carolina, to still join in.
Absolutely.
Where are you guys going to?
We are
taking a trip to the Kingdom of Willows.
Human what?
The Kingdom of Willows.
Oh wow! What are you going to do there?
Look for a house.
Yes.
You're looking for a house.
Yes. The plan is for us to eventually move to that area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
It's important that you sneak up on a house because they get frightened easily and run away.
Yes, especially these.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people out there poaching them.
Yeah, well, we've looked online, but they keep disappearing
as they get plucked off one by one.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so are you guys? So I do want to give also a little bit of a shout out here because it's almost 8:00, and so our shout out is to our new Patreon patrons. Here we go. Who are the Floating Narwhal and the Woodland Wandalier. So thank you guys for being on our Patreon. Yeah, that's right. Round of applause. Very, very good. Very good. Thank you guys for being on our Patreon and joining up. So hopefully you will like the content that is here. And I guess with that said, since it's pretty much 8:00, it means that we are going to try this new thing. I hope that it works. So what we're going to do, as you guys know, here we go. This is a lament configuration. And every month, normally, we drop quests onto Patreon, level 1 and level 2 quests. And if you're on the Patreon, you can go claim the quests and do them. And then you get a magic item when you have completed the quest. And you can use the magic item in the hedge. So this time we are going to, I do have some quests that will go out onto the Patreon, but also we're going to do some level 3 quests tonight. And I have 2 items that for the auctioning off. And those 2 items, we will start with item number 1. So here's how we're going to do it. I am going to draw a power out of the lament configuration for item number 1. And if any of you want to change the magical ability of the item, then we will give you 30 seconds on the timer that Ion has to super chat. And the super chat will start, we will put it at $3. And you will super chat $3. And if you win the super chat, if you do not get outbid on the super chat, then you can change the power of the item. We will work right here live on the show to come up with the power, something akin to what you want it to be on the item, and then we will go for that quest. We will do the dross auction for the quest. So there are many powers that are in the lament configuration, and the first item that I have is the mystery crystal. So the mystery crystal, I think, was originally courtesy of Phoenix. And unless somebody, here we go. I've got it.
Go.
Yes. Are you ready? Is that my drum? None of you guys are drummers, are you? Sounded more like a weird wild stampede than anything else. Let's see. What do we have going on here? Whoa, no.
Gnomes.
Gnome. Okay. Magic power. Okay. It says, oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's written in, well,
Have fun.
It's written in Kidlet writing. It says transforming into a purple. I don't know what this word is. It's some kind of a crab. A purple shoal. SHOLE. A purple shoke, a purple shove, a purple. Okay, what do you guys think this word is? It's right where my green fingernail is. Can you guys see that? What does that word say? A purple
Shore
crab. Okay. The magic power of the mystery crystal is that it will turn you into a purple shore crab. And then, of course, as with all of our powers they're basic. So it is for a maximum of 15 minutes. I will put that in here. Or until the spell is ended. Okay.
I'm not so sure we know what it's sure.
All right. Are you guys ready to? You've got 30 seconds. Ion, start that timer. And this includes you guys. You guys, Greenman and Raynwulf and Ion and anybody else that's out there. You are all welcome to. If you want to change the power of this, then that is what it is. It's a $3 super chat, and then we go to the bidding for the level 3 quest. So,
I just have kind of a question, because it occurs to me that this may be location based, because it says it's a turn into a purple shore crab. So you have to be at a purple shore?
No, I think that it means a purple shore crab, not a purple shore crab. I'll put a little dash there just in case. Very fairy. A purple shore crab.
Yeah.
So the crab is purple.
Super chat.
Yes, the crab is purple. It reminds me of Boop, Boop, Super Mario when they get angry, or not Super Mario, the original Mario when they get angry and then they get really fast. Okay, is the timer up?
Yep.
All right. Then are you guys ready? Because we're gonna go to the dross bidding. So if you would like the level 3 quests so that you can get your level 3 quest seals to put onto your rank sheets, then we will start the bidding at 10 dross. Do I hear 10 dross out there? Any of you 10 dross? None of you? You guys want 0 quests? I'm surprised. You guys always claim quests.
I'll bid 10.
10 dross. Do I hear? Oh, Ion. No. Professor beat you. Professor has it for 10 dross. Do I hear 15 dross? 15?
I'll do 15.
Okay, 15 dross for the professor. You guys in the audience, anybody, would you like this is for the Mystery Crystal quest, and the power of the Mystery Crystal is that it will transform you into a purple shore crab for 15 minutes, a maximum of 15 minutes, or until the enchantment has ended. 15, do I hear 20 dross? 20 dross from anybody out there? If you guys want to know what your dross totals are, and you don't, you can ask, and I can look them up for you because I have it pulled up right here, even though you should all know where to find your dross totals. Do I hear 20 dross? All right.
25.
Okay, 25. Do I hear 30 dross? 30 dross. We've got 25 dross to the professor, 35 dross. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, Professor, this will be your very first magic item, won't it?
No.
No.
No, you have the Sealy belt. That's right. Okay, it is 30 dross going once, 30 dross going twice, and 25 dross going once. And Professor, then that means
Make it 30. Make it 30.
No, well, it's 25. 25 dross to you, Professor. Okay. We'll call that good. 25 dross to Professor. Okay. Greenman. All right. Good sir, I shall subtract this from your FAE vault, and you will be receiving your quest in the snail mail in the near future. Okay, so item number 2, the watercolor paint palette. That is our second item, you guys, and I'm gonna draw out the magic power for it. Oh, I should say, okay, the magic power for it. Here we go. The watercolor paint palette. Once activated, a small gathering of will-o-wisps will appear in a spot up to 15 feet away, lighting up a 10-foot circle radius around. Oh, that's big. Oh, that'll last like everything else. Well, not everything, but that's a good one, you guys. That would lead you through the caverns that are at the bottom of the city of Gorius. Okay, 30 seconds, Ion. Put that timer on. You guys have 30 seconds to change the power of this. And just like the first one, if you want to change the power of this item, the bidding starts at $3 in the super chat. 15 minutes max. Or until ended. Yes. All right. Do I see anything? Anybody want to change the power of this? It is a pretty good one on its own, I do confess. I can't believe you wanted the last one, Professor. just the way it is. Okay. What do we have going on?
It's for when he's feeling crabby.
Yes, well, this will also be a level 3 quest. So not only will you get the watercolor paint palette that activates will-o-wisps to light your way, you also get a level 3 seal to put onto your rank certificates. So, oh no, I hear a kitty. Is our timer done? All right, you guys. Bidding for dross. If you want the level 3 quest, starts at 10 dross. Do I hear 10 dross? Either from you guys here on screen or in the audience. Everybody is welcome to bid. Except you, Sissy. You don't count. 10 dross. Do I hear 10 dross? No? Nobody wants this.
Takes people time to type.
That's true. That's true. I'll give it a couple of seconds.
Hey, Raynwulf, you need something like that.
10 dross. All right. Ion. Actually, we'll do this.
Maybe.
Ion, you have it for 10 dross at current. Do I hear 15? 15
well,
dross?
as soon as you said Ion, Newton file bid.
Yeah, that
is Ion. Oh, Lord Boygo,
Yeah,
do you want to one-up him by 5 dross? Do I hear 15? Can I get 15 dross from you? Let's see. WeiRd, how much dross do you have? Probably a lot.
Probably a bunch, yeah.
I know, because you sit on your dross, like just over there collecting. Let's see. Lord WeiRd, you have 293 dross for the record. Oh, we hear 20. All right. Yeah, this is good. I forgot I can do this. Bam. 20. All right. 20 dross.
25.
Do I hear
25.
Oh. Ion's ready. Okay. Ion 25. Do I hear 30 dross? Ion, how much dross do you have? Like, how high is Ion gonna go? I don't even know. Although you spent a lot of yours recently, so where's my kitty?
Well,
oh, here she is. Do you see her? There she is. Okay, 30 dross. Okay, 35 dross. Do I hear 35 dross? This is for the paint palette, the power of which is to make a small gathering of will-o-wisps that appear in a spot up to 15 feet away, lighting up a 10-foot circle radius around them. That is what it does. It lasts for 15 minutes or until the enchantment is ended. Do I hear 35 dross? 35. 35 dross. Do I hear 40 dross? Oh, it's a dross off. That's it. It's a dross off. Do I hear 40 dross? Lord WeiRd, I see you out there. Are you gonna bid? Are you gonna bid on this?
The Great Dross Wars.
Hey, I'm just saying. This is I think one of the things that we're going to make a far more active part of the show for this. So do I hear 40 dross going once? Oh, I do. I hear 40. Okay, 40 is our bid. 45.
45.
Look at that! Like the thing that you guys can make some good use out of. He's gonna take it out from underneath you guys. I mean, it's good that one of you, So do I hear 45? 45 dross? Because what will you guys do if Professor isn't there on Friday because he's in the Kingdom of Willows? What are you guys gonna do? Well, it's not just that he's got that light. It's how he does the light that helps you guys get through that maze, right?
Yeah.
So, do I hear 45? 45 going once? 45 going what?
I want Joshua to play on Friday if he gets this.
Lord WeiRd has to play.
That's a challenge.
WeiRd could be there.
Okay, 45 going twice. No, I mean 40 going twice. Okay, then 40 it is sold to you, Lord WeiRd, for a 40 dross. All right.
You better be there.
Yes, better be there. I should have just wrote that on the back. All right, you guys thought you were gonna be off the hook. Yay! Yay! Okay, congratulations, Lord WeiRd. You get that. Now, you guys thought you were going to be off the hook, but since we have now utilized 2 magic powers out of the lament configuration, we must now replenish the lament configuration. You can't just...
I have gone across the ticker. If anyone wants to send in suggestions, they could also, if they don't want to do it publicly in the comments right now, they can do it by going to that URL and ticking across.
However, we do need some magic power suggestions to put back into the lament configuration and replenish the powers that we have just used. So let's see. You'll donate the item. Oh, donate. Look at that. Lord WeiRd is going to do the work for you. Now that is a good friend right there.
A team player.
Yeah.
Team player. All right. Okay. Magic power suggestions.
Yeah, magic power suggestions. All of you guys out there in the audience too. If you have magic power suggestions, start putting them into the comments right now. We need 2. What is that weird sound that sounds like, I don't know, raindrops on a tin can?
Sorry, that's me.
Oh, what are you doing?
Playing with the can.
Oh, wow, I called it. What does that say? Causes one person to forget what they were trying to do. That's a pretty good one. Let's see.
That's pretty good.
Raven, I have everybody's dross actually right here. So let's see. Oh no, I can push buttons. I can push the right buttons. Qamar, you have 361 dross. So let's see. Okay, what was that? What was that power suggestion? It causes one person
to forget what they are trying to do.
That sounds familiar.
Causes one person to forget. I like that one. Forget what they are trying to do for up to 15 minutes or until canceled. Okay?
Oh.
All right.
Another one.
Yes. Hey, Katie, how's it going? Okay, we need one more suggestion for a magic power. Here it is. You wonder why I crinkle them up? Because it's easier to draw them out of the lament configuration when I have to go do the drawings. So we need one more magical power and enchanted for a suggestion for the enchanted items to go back into and replenish the lament configuration and replace the 2. What do you guys got for me? What do you got? You just put one in the tiny URL, but you'll give it here. Okay, what is it, Cobble? Go.
I'll give Cowboy a chance to put in his, and then I think I have one.
And then what?
I'll give Cowboy a chance to put his in, and then I have one if we decide not to take it.
Okay.
Vote. Oh.
We could vote. Or we could just add them both in. Or next time. I'm just saying.
Well, maybe Cobble thought of the same thing.
Oh, wait. It says, for 1 minute, the holder of this item can open any door that is locked, regardless of one's picking skills. Okay. Let's see. Lock picking skills. That's good. I just can't get the door open.
Not it.
It's like a skeleton key, you know. It's just a.
Let's see.
No.
The holder of this item.
He unlocks the skeleton.
can open any door that is locked regardless. So I think that I kind of want to add a modifier to this because doesn't somebody out there already have an enchanted item that allows the unlocking or the opening of locked doors, but it's only mundane doors. So I think what?
I think our winner does.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think I want to add to this. For 1 minute, the holder of this item can open. I don't really think it needs to say 1 minute, though. I think it could just say the holder of this item can open any door that is locked, enchanted, or mundane, regardless of your lockpicking skills. So, because I don't think that we have anything like that that's out there, and just it's just like one per use. So let's see. The holder of this item can unlock any door enchanted or mundane. Let's see, you can unlock any door. I think that this is going to be a not refillable item. We'll make it finite and we'll give it 3 uses, cannot be refilled. How does that sound?
I like that.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Three uses, cannot be refilled. Okay. That should be good. Third is no. Let's see. What's this say? This says it allows the person to answer 3 questions using their magic mirror, with the caveat that they must take the first answer. Wait, answer 3 questions. Oh. Okay, hold on. So if somebody said, like, if they want to say, who is Robert Downey Jr., they can use their magic mirror to ask. I'm not quite sure I understand how that power would work. Can you clarify?
Well, presumably it means they can do it without their magic mirror.
Well, that's why I'm asking for clarification. So it's not presumably. I'll just have an answer.
Well, if the question would have possible multiple different answers, it forces them to take the very first one.
I mean, whew. We can already use our magic mirrors, so I'm kind of wondering. I mean, to find answers. So, is it that if they ask their magic mirror that they must believe whatever the first answer is that comes up, or I don't know. That's the 2 though. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Say like someone asked a riddle. You can search the riddle to find the answer, but the first answer on the list must be used.
What is the secret of life?
Conan, it is to drive your enemies before you and hear the lamentation of the women and children.
42.
Oh, that's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that. Nope. Okay.
Right. Conan's thing is what is best in life.
Yes. What is best in life, Conan?
Yep.
What is the riddle of steel?
Steel is not strong.
Steel is not strong. That's the riddle of steel.
Yep. Steel is not strong. Flesh is strong. Yep. It's the riddle of steel.
How do you know that? Is that the answer to the riddle of steel?
Yes.
It is now because it was the first answer.
I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I don't know why I remember the other thing. This stuff stays in my head. You know, you guys might have to give me your location in the Kingdom of Willows, and I can send your quest there, and then you guys can all do it together. I know. Could be. Yes. There was, I really wish I had my agenda, because there was things on the agenda. I don't know what they were. So no, it isn't difficult. I would like to hear you. I would like to hear
how about this? If you bring an agenda, it's real.
Wait, what?
That's a lament power. If you bring an agenda, it's real.
The cake is actually a lie.
She needs a printer.
Oh, can you imagine like using that? That would be amazing. Somebody takes a bite of cake and you're like, use this magic power. And when they take a bite of the cake, it's some Birdie Bots trickery going on. You know, it's just like, ah, disgusting.
Alas,
It's anything but a cake. Rotten tomatoes. Let's see. According to the movie, he's correct. It was the answer that Thulsa Doom told Conan before he crucified him. Steel is weak, flesh is strong. Okay. Well, there you go. I did not know that. Let's see. Oh. There we go. Okay. There was a thing that I was going to say. Now I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, no. Yes, I remember. Okay, Ion, you need to give us a recap. I'm sorry. You need to give us a recap of what happened this weekend in Centralia with the Magic Wand dueling, because I know that we touched on it briefly, but tell us how that went. And tell us about the Centralia Fantasy Festival. Awesome. It was the first year for this. Tell us about it a little bit.
Okay, so the Centralia Fantasy Festival was chock full of elves and mushrooms and fae and all sorts of magical beings and witches and wizards and all sorts of stuff. A few knights too. It's a thing. There was lots of stuff there, and there was lots of yummy food that smelled really good that I didn't get to try because things. There was lots of pretty things to buy. Too many things for me
I
to
bought
buy.
things, but I left 2 of them at home. I should have. I even thought about bringing them into the store bringing them into the store today. I hope this isn't ruined. I got 2 magic wands from the Woodland Wandelier while I was there.
Ooh.
Yeah. What else did I get while I was there? Let's see. Wait, what? Oh no. That's like the magical power that I'm perpetually under. It's more like a curse, I guess, at that point. Let's see. I don't think I actually have anything that I got at the festival here with me.
Not even the card holders?
I have one thing. I have 2 things. I've got 2 things. I can show them. I got 2 of these. Oh, I got 3 things. I've got 3 things. Okay. Let's see. Where's my cards so I can show you guys?
Cards.
So I got. Oh no. Let's maybe. Let's maybe change it like this a little bit. Okay, there we go. And now,
you might want to embiggen you. Yeah, there we go.
Well, if Iron would quit messing around with everything. Okay,
I was
learning.
I got these, and these came. I got a green one and a black one, and they came from let's see. I've got this pile of business cards. No, these guys are they're 3D printed. Actually, business card holders.
Wow.
That look like tentacles. I've tilted it, but I
He
got
is
them so
one
they.
professor.
Yeah. This is who it came from, is Merkitty's Creations. And I needed them for the store to put things up on shelves and whatnot. So I got green and black. Those are pretty cool.
According to Squire Lauer, they also hold cell phones.
They do also hold cell phones. Squire Lauer got one as well, and that's what he was using it for. So
Cool.
also from Merkitty's Creations, I got these. And let's see. I see that Raven has sent me some kind of photo, but I cannot look at it right now. So, because I'm in the middle of a show. So, let's see. So, I can't put them all in my hand because there's too many. But
Too many.
they are, I'll show you. They're runes, like rune stones.
Ooh.
But then on the other side, they are embedded with these cool flowers.
Ooh.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's shiny. Let me try that again. Okay. Can you see that?
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, and they have all different kinds of flowers that go with them. So
Wow.
and they're just I really liked them because
Radio.
I don't know, you always see them, in clay or whatever, but seeing them in this resin, this acrylic or no, come back. Goodbye forever. Okay. Seeing them in this cool acrylic-y resin, I don't know, with all their little flowers, I just was like, yeah, I don't know. It was just much more, I don't know, much more fairy, I guess. And I really liked that. See? Isn't that cool?
Nice.
Yeah. Just very unique, in my opinion. So I hope to be working with this vendor in order to create some magical flower fairy wands that are crystal clear like this and have flowers embedded in the middle of them for, well, magic wand dueling. So, I don't know. I'm not going to show you guys every single one, and these also were from the Merkitty's Creations, and now they are a mess all over my desk. Let's see. And then the last thing that I have, let's see if I can. This is from Brianna Boyd at the Dread Pirate Bree. And their art is amazing. And she does just these amazing mushroom gal art, and they're just so cool. I bought this little pad of paper from her, and I'm going to be stop. The light is why is it not working? What's the light? Oh, it's glaring off the actual YouTube. Got it. I thought it was the computer at first, but it's not. But yeah, I'm trying to get it to a place where you guys can see it, but don't have the glare. I don't know. Oh goodness, does that work?
Not really, but it'll be fine.
Try turning the card about 45 degrees.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
There you
There,
go.
now it shows up very nicely that way.
Yeah. So there's like a little pad of paper, and she just does some really cool art, and I'm looking forward to talking with her to be carrying some of her stuff in the store. She's just got a lot of stationery things and cool washi tapes that are made from her art and prints and everything. So very excited for that as well. That's my haul, except for my cool magic wands, which are at home within their magic wand home with all the other magic wands. So we can unembiggen me now. Let's see. Let's try this. There we go. Yay. All right.
Now we're in proper order.
All right, so let's see, and then we did some wand dueling demonstrations. Now, we tried out. We had this idea for group battles, and we tried that out a little bit. And we made a small modification, and it worked out excellently. And there's some video that you can find of the excellent ones on.
Nobody goes and looks at video. We have to show it. Let's see if I can.
Okay.
Nobody will just like. You can't just be like it's in a random place. Like go navigate all around the internet. Find it, guys.
Nobody's gonna want to do that.
Do you want me to find it and share it?
No, I have it. I'm gonna upload it really quick. Pretty sure I can just do that. Let's see. La 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 la.
Excuse me.
I think this is it.
Pardon me.
Oh no, it's not this. It's
That.
where is it? Let's see. Browse. Weird. I don't know why it didn't show up. Am I frozen while I do this?
A little bit.
Apparently so.
You're not currently frozen. You're laggy.
Okay, good.
You have a lag.
Well, so
Let's see.
what was great about the group battle is these people were getting real into it, and it was like watching a video game. They were so cool.
It was actually really cool. I agree. The group battles look like they're going to be pretty fun coming up here. So I'm excited for that. Let's see. I think it's this one.
Oh, and they were strategizing as a team. That was so awesome.
Oh, it's uploading. Explain how it works, Ion.
Well, so what we ended up settling on is that each team would pick as a whole the same type of spell, not necessarily the same spell, but the same type, being shields, indirects, or directs. And when they do that, then they're synchronizing as a team, trying to figure out the best strategy against the other team. It was so cool. It was so cool that way. My team even tried to lie aloud so the other team could hear about what they were going to do. It didn't turn to work out, but I thought it was clever.
Wow. That's it is clever. Dang, that's tricksy. Okay, here we go. You ready?
The other team in this instance didn't fall for it, but
I found it. Let's see. Ta-da!
That was awesome.
Yep. So and got into sync, and they were loud, and they were before they would start, they would kind of be holding their wands and doing these sort of video game style movements. They were awesome people to try it out with.
So that's a small example of what we'll be doing out when I come out there to Rolling Hills to see you guys in July, Professor.
Yes, wonderful.
Ooh.
I know. I'm gonna have to have 2 helpers though. So.
Oh, you will definitely have 2 helpers.
Okay. that will have to be a thing. At least for the wand dueling, I have to have 2 helpers. That's how that works.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look right here. This is the wand you made me.
Yes.
Yes, you needed that one because I figured anything you do would be very twisted.
What? Oh, wow. I'm Sealy, I'll have you know. Okay.
Well, sometimes things wander around.
Hmm.
And of course,
I don't know.
Just take.
No, I'm just I don't know, you guys. Well, what I wanted to say though, I know that we did a really good job because today one of the things I did while I was at the shop was I'm not going to show you the other sides because I got the addresses, but I started doing. I started filling out Tiny Quests certificates for people that completed Tiny Quests from the Centralia Fantasy Festival. So that is something that will be going out in the snail mail here on my way back to the castle tonight after the show. Along with, yeah, exactly. So if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, you can just look in the low bar, wherever you're watching from, Facebook or YouTube. You can look in the low bar and you can see the links to the Tiny Quests and you can go do them. And then you too will suddenly you'll be in the know is what will happen. So that
one
said,
last thing about the Fantasy Festival is we passed out scads of flyers.
a lot.
Scads.
Like 200.
Like all the ones we had.
So, what was I going to say? Now, what's happening here? I don't know. Okay. Okay. It is that time of the show, I think, that we do the readings of the articles.
All right. I better go pick out some articles to read then.
Yeah, Ion, this one's you. You get to get them and put them up on the screen. Oh no. No. Oh my God, you're gonna do that every time. I'm like, what was I doing? Every time. I feel
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
We're gonna do a Trixie animal battle.
Huh?
All right. Article number 1: Red panda escapes British zoo, visits local grocery store. Article number 2: Bear enters garage of Connecticut bakery, steals 60 cupcakes. So,
I don't know which one I like better. Ion, please start the timer. If you want to hear about the red panda that escapes the zoo and it goes to the grocery store, press number 1. And if you want to hear about the bear that, I don't know, escapes wherever it does, goes into a garage and eats a bunch of cupcakes, press number 2. We have until that timer runs out. Article with the most votes wins. Number 1, red panda. Number 2, big bear.
Whichever one works for me.
It reminds me of
You both sound good.
big brown bear. Big brown bear, blue bull. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backwards. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backwards. Bump Billy Bunny's, I think it's Billy Bunny's bread basket. Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backwards, bump Billy Bunny's bread basket, and Black Beetle's banana boxes. And big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, biking backwards, bump Billy Bunny's banana baskets, and Black Beetle's banana baskets. And then I'm not sure which one comes next, but I do remember that there's and something about a Buster Banjo's bagpipe and banjo band.
I feel like I was just attacked by bees.
It was a swarm of bees, if you will. And that's what burst Baby Bird's balloon. I think I've missed some in there, but I think I did pretty good. Okay, we've got, I see 2 for 1 and 1 for 2.
Yep.
That means the red panda has it.
All right, red panda wins.
Okay. All right. There's a video.
No. If the video plays for more than 10 seconds, we get demonetized. Don't do it. Well, this video, not the whole channel. This video.
Not demonetized.
All right.
Oh my
am
God.
I reading it aloud?
I cannot read that screen. It's too tiny.
Holy crap, holy.
All right. Am I sharing successfully? Is that what's
You
going on?
need to scroll away so it's not playing that video.
I already did that.
Okay, it wasn't moving on my screen.
Okay. May 30th. A red panda escaped from the zoo in England and was safely recaptured after wandering to a grocery store where it was treated to an apple. The New Quay Zoo confirmed a red panda named Sundara escaped from her enclosure just a few weeks after first arriving at the facility. Rachel Craze, director at the local grocery store Fresh Point Local, said staff saw the animal running down the road and were able to coax the red panda into the business parking lot. Craze said employees called police and rolled an apple to the red panda that very much enjoyed the apple. Police and zookeepers arrived on the scene. The animal handlers were able to catch the red panda in a net. The animal was returned to the zoo. Panda rescue is not a topic taught in police training yet. New Quay Police Inspector Guy Blackford tweeted. All right, I want to at least do a little bit of
some breaking news now, and police have confirmed a red panda has been
Oh my
safely
God,
returned
stop.
to Niki Zoo after making a bid.
What is happening?
All right.
No playing the video. Wow, there was like a thing though. Hey, wow, that was a short article. What I am disappointed about though is why they didn't say how the red panda escaped. Were they afraid that other red pandas are gonna hear about it and be like, we too can escape our zoo-like prison? That's the exciting part of the story. We want to know how the red panda escaped.
It had the magic item that unlocked the door.
Yeah. They're clever. They're raccoon smart, so they can do all sorts of things.
I thought that pandas were supposed to be very dumb.
Pandas are, but a red panda is basically a raccoon.
That's red.
They're closer to raccoons than to bears.
Whoa.
Unlike panda bears.
I have bad robot voice on you guys.
Ruh-roh.
Anyway, so red pandas are clever, sneaky guys. All raccoon-like.
Obviously, they're clever. They starred in a movie.
What?
She froze.
She's gone. Is what's going on.
Uh-oh. And then she comes back.
Hello?
Can you hear us now?
Hello.
I have. Ooh. I'm pretty sure it's me. Unless you kicked me out of the show.
Nope.
Nope.
No, what I was saying before
you guys are so you guys are so frozen. I can't hear what any of you are saying.
It's you. It's you. It's you.
Because you keep freezing. Uh-oh.
Can you hear us now?
You guys sound like robot voice. So, what do you do?
We are experiencing technical difficulties.
Do I sound okay to YouTube?
Please stand by.
Yes, you do.
This is what happens when she forgets to bring the agenda.
This was on the agenda.
The agenda is hardly ever real. In this case, she forgot it, which makes it not real, which made this happen.
Uh-oh, princess.
I told her she shouldn't have brought the gremlin.
Not even midnight.
Sissy?
Sissy cut her off. Sissy's like, pay attention to me. Lolly.
Let's see.
Pick more articles.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Alrighty.
Well,
What articles?
I'm trying to resist my urge to use all space ones. So let's do. All right. I think I've got a pair.
We got a
All
pair.
right. Article number 1. Whip Ma Wop Ma Gate. The odd and horrible history of York's shortest street. Number 2 will be number 2 will be the most famous Bigfoot sightings. So if you want to hear about York's shortest street, you press 1. And if you want to hear about the most famous Bigfoot sightings, you press 2. So
Please
I'm
tell
going to
the
start
audience
the timer.
press 2.
Hello.
Hello,
Matt.
can you hear us now?
I knew it was
Well, I
Sissy.
can't see any of you.
You can't see
Huh.
any of us?
I only see your names on
On
my
your-
screen. I don't see any video.
Well, the
I'm
article,
pretty
article
sure
number
it's
1.
my connection somehow.
All right. If you can hear us, though, article number 1 is about Whip Ma Wop Ma Gate, the shortest street in York, and the most famous Bigfoot sightings is number 2. So if you want to
Nobody
hear about the
has
shortest
voted.
street in York, it's number 1. Oh, there has been. There's a vote for 1 and a vote for 2.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. I see something of Ion now. But I still can't see the professor or Raynwulf. How lame. At least I can hear you guys.
That's because you
Mm.
cast the
All right.
invisibility
I can sort of
spell
hear you.
for you.
We can see you.
Okay, so as it stands right now, we have a tie. So, Raynwulf. Oh, there's another vote that's coming for 1, but I'll go ahead and collect the votes from you guys since I started to talk about it. Okay, Raynwulf, would you rather hear about the shortest street in York or Bigfoot sightings?
Bigfoot sightings.
Bigfoot sightings. So you vote for 2. Professor Greenman, it seems you're voting for 1, the shortest street.
Yep.
All right, Wally, do you want to hear about the shortest street in New York? York. Or do you want to hear about Bigfoot sightings?
About Bigfoot, what?
Sightings, the most famous ones.
Oh, man. I just heard you say the shortest street in New York and then Bigfoot sightings?
Bigfoot sightings.
I don't know.
Most famous Bigfoot sightings.
Yeah. I want to hear about the shortest street in New York.
All right, that's the winner then.
Very cool.
Apparently, it's a short story.
Man, with all the people out there, only Lord Voivode and Indy voted? Gosh, you guys. Come on.
Cobble 2.
You got to get involved
Cobble
out there.
too.
What are you guys doing?
Cobble
Oh, I
2.
missed Cobble. Okay, Cobble. Not you. You count.
For watching. Waiting.
Okay. Present. Share screen.
Present your screen.
Wapmagate.
Walkmagate.
All right,
Wapmagate.
everybody see the screen? With
Sorry.
Wapmagate, the oddest and horrible history of York's shortest street. York is a fantastic historic city in England. It is home to It was home to Romans, Vikings, the House of York during the War of Roses, and much more. But it also It's also the home of some rather curious street names. The most famous of those is the Whitmawatma Gate.
Whitmawatma.
Even saying it aloud is quite entertaining, and many say that this is the shortest street in the city. Its length is just long enough to place a street sign on the wall to mark it. A lot of the history surrounding the teeny street is shrouded in mystery, and over the years, these unrecorded accounts have meant that many stories have been told about it. For example, the supposed unceremonious correctional wife beatings that used to take place there. Here's a complete guide to the Whitmawatma Gate in York with the horrible history and how to find it. Well, that seems long, that picture. First off, why are the streets in York called Gate? That's a good question.
Gate.
The word gate derives from a time in Anglo-Saxon England when the Vikings took over the city of, I cannot say that, Eoforwic, Saxon York in 866 AD. Last Kingdom fans will need no introduction to this as it was featured in the Saxon stories in the first series of the TV show. Also, you can see a bit of Viking York in the show Vikings 2. As more and more Viking raiders began to settle in... Oh, man. Is it Eoforwic?
Eoforwic, I think. Professor?
They began to call it the... What do you think? Is it Eoforwic? Eoforwic. They began to call it the Kingdom of Jorvik. You can learn more about Vikings in York in the Jorvik Viking Center. I'd highly recommend it. This has animatronic scenes of what York would have looked like during this chapter. It's fully immersive and even down to the smells, which were not pleasant. Fun fact, the Viking term Jorvik is where modern day York gets its name.
Jorvik.
The word gata in Danish Viking language meant street, and so you'll find many street names in York have the word gate in them. For example, Walm Gate, Good Ram Gate, Copper Gate, etc. These basically did what it said on the tin. So you'd visit Good Ram Gate to see the Viking leader Good Ram Guthrum, as it was his street long ago. Confusingly enough, the gate shouldn't be confused with the gateways that allowed access to the city fortification walls. These are called bars. That's why there's a famous joke about York. The streets are called gates, the gates are called bars, and the bars are called pubs. All right. Why is it called Whitmawatma Gate? And what does that mean? The reason behind this curious street name has been wildly debated over time, for many centuries, in fact. It's shrouded in an air of mystery, and there are many theories as to why this place would have a name like Whitmawatma Gate.
Whitmawatma.
I think it's probably more like it's hidden beneath a fugue of drunkenness, not shrouded with an air of mystery. And the bars are called pubs. Why does this street have this really weird name? I'm gonna go with drunk people.
That's a reasonable thought. Many people think that the street is the site of a medieval whipping post from the whip part of the name. This was the post where criminals would be tied to and flogged for their crimes. Some have a theory that this name came from the whipping of dogs who would steal meat from the butchers on the shambles. The name shambles derives from the ancient word shambles, meaning shelves. Years ago, it was known as flesh shambles or flesh shelves because of the butcher meat trade. But unfortunately, the name of this street originates from far less gory tale. In fact, it has its origins in the medieval Saxon language. Whip. That's the name of the... Oh, look at that, my gate. This small street is first mentioned in the records of York around the year 1505. Back then, it had the name of Whitmawatma Gate. According to the plaque hanging above the street, these words were thought to be Saxon for "what a street." However, modern research into the Saxon language has revealed that these words string together actually translate to neither one thing nor the other.
That's the literal translation, neither one thing nor the other?
Yeah, apparently. Although there are no...
In what language?
There are no... Saxon.
Oh, Saxon. Okay.
Although there are no hard facts to support that this area had a whipping post that flogged vagrants and vagabonds, it is thought that the name derived from Whitnorwatnorgate to Whitmawatmagate. It's getting harder to say sometimes. Maybe drinking will make it easier. It's believed that it stood right here near Collier Gate and Foose Gate near the Shambles. However, the street area is much wider today than it was back then, so there wouldn't have been much space to carry out the punishment, let alone draw in a crowd. Indeed, some houses were removed from the grounds of the St. Crux Church in 1750. By 1887, the larger church was also demolished, and you can see the evidence of its north wall by number 23, the Shambles. All that is left of this once great temple today is the St. Crux Parish Room that sits just behind the street sign. Against the wall, you'll find a plaque that commemorates the pavement being laid with York stone in 1984. Whitmawatmagate, the shortest street in York, known in 1505 as Whitnorwatnorgate, meaning "what a street." This changed later to its present name.
No, this is just malarkey. I don't like any of this.
So saith the princess.
Between being drunk and the accent, that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Well,
maybe the
I
street
think
was drinking.
one of the things that's bothering me about it is the sheer lack of what seems like any real authority to say what the words actually translate to, right? So it's like, no, they maybe think possibly in the Saxon language it could maybe mean this, perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And I was like,
Yeah.
huh.
Maybe.
I feel like whoever wrote that article
Should I keep reading the article or
what?
There's more.
There's
whoever wrote this
more
article definitely
of the
got paid per word.
Wapner.
There's more.
About the wife beatings, apparently.
It's almost time for Wapner. A rather gruesome theory surrounding Whitmawatmagate is that this site was created solely to correct a nagging wife's behavior. However horrible it was to admit, it is not untrue that wife beatings in medieval England were lawful. According to the real medieval law, if a woman were being unruly, unfaithful, or couldn't hold her tongue, a husband had the right to beat her. But the instrument could be no longer than a yard long and no fatter than his thumb. Some wild theories suggest that this process was a crowd pleaser in the city of York, where people would gather in the square to see the punishment. The wife in question would get the head start and could run. The husband would follow and beat her with the stick. The crowd laughed on as the wife was bruised and shamed. But is there any scrap of evidence to suggest that this disgusting practice ever happened here at Whitmawatmagate? No, and it's a good job too.
And that's it.
Information about how to visit.
There was do we need to hear about information on how to visit with the Wapner, judge at the bench gate?
Maybe.
Maybe what? But
No.
You know what? So
Nope.
What I was gonna say was that there's also a medieval torture device that women, if they had wagging tongues, and I can't remember exactly, I'm pretty sure it was like a depressor, but it was like this giant cage, a metal cage they would put onto the woman's head, and then it had a thing that went into your mouth and stayed in your mouth so that you couldn't speak, and you had to wear this thing around town as sort of a display that you're a gossiping wife or a nagging wife or whatever. It what a horrible device. What's wrong with humanity? That's what I want to know. That's crazy. But when you read that part of the article, it made me think of that particular torture device. Boy, humans came up with some good stuff in the Dark Ages, didn't they?
They could just be forced to try to say the name of the street or the name of the place when it was
as a punishment for gossip.
Yeah.
Say the name of the street 35 times.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody must have thought that that was a very good punishment for gossip. Obviously, if that's not, they're not going to trade off. I could put my wife's head in a cage for say that tongue twister 35 times. They're not going to do it. That's those two things are nowhere near equal.
Nope.
I wonder if
Lack of
that's true about the
imagination.
term the rule of thumb. Actually, I read someplace that was just a old wives' tale, kind of, that it like an internet story. That's not actually where the term rule of thumb came from. But I don't know. I can't remember if I read wrong or not, because I've heard that a bazillion times, that it's you can beat your wife with a switch, but it can't be any wider than your thumb.
Yeah, it's a thing. All right. Next articles. Let me find something.
Okay, one more article.
Amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Amongst yourselves.
Oh yeah, now you get to see how it is, huh? When it's your turn to go reading the articles, and then everybody's supposed to talk, and then they're just quiet. Mm-hmm.
Just talk about him.
I have like lots of thoughts that are in my head, but I'm not sure how relevant some of them are to what's happening on the screen right now. So I guess I'll just go ahead and let them go. See, oh, so exciting! What?
Protect your shop. Got any new ones to show off, Robert? Professor?
Oh wait, that thing doesn't work.
Or are you still working on the one?
Did you guys have action items that you were going to do after you got back from Gorius this last time?
Interesting thoughts.
Action items.
Yeah, like, something you were gonna do.
Yeah.
A copy pasta is coming. Oh, I think Cobble is looking up the rule of thumb business.
Okay, so I have two possible articles. I thought I'd go with a sort of a wacky theme, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. Okay. Article number 1. How many times can you fold a piece of paper in half?
7.
8.
Article number 2.
That's right.
Merriam-Webster asks for the best non-English words, and the results are awesome. So if you want to hear about folding paper in half, number 1. If you want to hear about some non-English words that are awesome, press number 2.
I have a piece of paper here. We'll try to fold it in half if that's the one that wins. So far, not winning.
Not winning.
Not winning. I'm really excited. One of the good things about the store is that I get to hand out a lot of flyers to people when they come in. So that's pretty cool. I feel excited about Fairy Blossom this year. And also, I've managed to square stuff away with our karaoke DJ. So we will be having karaoke again this year out in the woods. Don't anybody say anything. Is Ion frozen?
No. Timer just ran out.
No, you're definitely... I don't even see you holding a timer on my screen. You're frozen like this.
Must be just your screen because everybody else is moving on mine.
Yep.
No, we have a different one, Cobble.
All right, it seems like number 2, Merriam-Webster's quest for non-English words has won. So let me bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
Farfanugan.
Farfanugan is a good word.
Farfanugan.
Okay.
Lordy.
Merriam-Webster's asked for the best non-English words, and the results are awesome. These words need to be added to the English dictionary pronto.
I feel like we read this article already.
Really?
When?
I don't know, a while back.
I think it might have been in the running, but it wasn't picked.
Possible. All right.
Merriam-Webster started a Twitter thread on Tuesday where there are no words for just how awesome it was. The premise was simple. The dictionary publisher asked simply for non-English speakers for words in their language that are perfect but don't translate easily to English. Let's see. Arabic. Maybe this was picked just because I would have a hard time saying any of these.
Yep.
Soup, hey, yeah. That quiet time when you only want to wake in the house and can enjoy a cup of coffee.
You have to say the word. You can't skip it. The whole point of the article is the word.
He did say
I said soup, hey, yay.
I heard you say soup.
Soup, hey, yay,
No,
yay,
soup, yay.
Soup, hey, yay, yay. You probably butchered it, but
Let's see.
good enough.
I love sobremesa in Spanish, which describes that chill time around the table when those you love normally after you finish eating and you're just chatting and connecting.
Maybe we did read this one.
We did. Aww. It wasn't marked that way. My grandfather would say the Finnish word sisu, loosely stoic determination, tenacity of purpose, grit, bravery, resilience, and hardiness. The Japanese word tsundoku, meaning acquiring books and letting them pile up without reading them. I remember quite a few of us saying, hey, that's me. Oh, that's sad. Do you want me to just do the other article, or should I pick another one?
Actually, I think we did do this article already.
We did. Slightly frozen.
Change the color of that so I don't do it again.
Just delete it.
I'll just delete it. Yeah. Okay.
What's the article?
Let's see.
What is the foreign word for delete?
The pulso.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
And the
Just pick the other article.
Should I just do the other article, or should I list another one? And
just do the other one.
One.
Okay.
One. People got to vote for it.
Okay. Let's see.
One article. Weird news.
All right. How many times can you fold a piece of paper in half?
Aha.
It's easy to fold a piece of paper in half once, twice, or even 3 or 4 times. But what's the highest number of times one piece of paper can be folded in half? A common claim states the stupid thing go away.
Live science.
A common claim states that the sheet of paper cannot be folded in half more than 7 times. But is this true? How many times can you fold a piece of paper? In 2002, Brittany Gallivan, then a junior in high school in Pomona, California, folded a single piece of paper in half 12 times. She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the most times to fold a sheet of paper in half. Prior to my endeavor, it was the accepted belief that folding a piece of paper in half more than 8 times was impossible, and 7 folds was the commonly accepted folding limit. Gallivan told Live Science in an email, I was the first person to ever fold a paper in half 9, 10, 11, and 12 times.
How?
Does that count as 4?
I want to know
Does
how.
that count as 4?
I want to know how.
Okay. Gallivan didn't just set a world record. She came up with equations to calculate how many times any piece of paper can be folded in half in a single direction or multiple directions. She detailed these equations in her book, How to Fold a Paper in Half 12 Times, Historical Society of Pomona Valley, 2002.
Wow.
The prompt that led Gallivan to accomplish these feats was an extra credit challenge in math class to fold anything in half 12 times. According to the Historical Society of Pomona Valley, she folded a sheet of thin gold foil 12 times. The teacher then changed the challenge to folding something thicker, a piece of paper. I began working on the problem by spending many hours trying to fold paper, sheets, newspapers, and any other flat material I could find. Gallivan said, "This is the first approach most people use to attempt to solve the problem. It was very frustrating, as I had been many unsuccessful attempts to try to fold different papers in half. I began to question if all those who had attempted the problem before me were correct, and folding a paper in half more than 8 times could very well be impossible. However, I could not accept that folding in half could be limited," Gallivan recalled. "I knew I needed to either accomplish the challenge or understand what was limiting the folding progression." The equations that Gallivan came up with calculated how many times a sheet of paper could be folded. She found that in order to fold a piece of paper in half many times, a long, thin sheet is needed. The more a sheet is folded, the thicker the resulting stack becomes, and once the stack becomes thicker than it is long, there is nothing left to fold. She ultimately set her record with a sheet of tissue paper she found online that was 4,000 feet long, more than 3/4 of a mile, or over a kilometer long. Guinness World Records noted setting the record took about 8 hours crawling in a long corridor in a shopping mall in California, she recalled. "Working on the problem took a tremendous amount of time and effort," Gallivan said. "As frustrating as it was at times, it was fun and exhilarating endeavor. I learned an immense amount from the experience, which has been valuable to me throughout my life and in more capacities than one would expect." Since Gallivan set a record, others have made claims of folding a sheet of paper more than 12 times. "I applaud the efforts of others attempting to take on the challenge, as I know very well how difficult and tempting it can be. However, some of the methods used have included stacking separate pieces on top of one another, taping pieces together, cutting paper, tearing paper, and pleating fan folding instead of folding in half. These efforts to break the record have not adhered to the requirements of the challenge, as they circumvent the principles in the mathematical geometric progression of paper folding and demonstrate a misunderstanding of why the challenge was thought to be impossible. Still, and I anticipate that my current record will be surpassed," Gallivan said. "I wish everyone the best success with their paper folding endeavors, but want to make sure the foundation of the challenge and what makes this problem so marvelous is not lost in the process. Anyone who does seek to break Gallivan's record should expect an incredibly thick stack of paper. For example, after 42 folds, a sheet about 0.003 inches, or a tenth of a millimeter thick, would be more than 273,280 miles high, greater than the average distance between Earth and the Moon, according to Boundless Brilliance, a Los Angeles-based STEM education nonprofit. All in all, Gallivan hopes others shoot for the moon or even the sun, which they will reach after the 50th fold, rather, not 15th. So, it's quite a lot. So, 4,000 feet long sheet of paper. That's how you do it.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How long can you do on the sheet of paper you got? How many folds?
Me?
Yeah, you said you'd fold a sheet of paper if it won.
All right.
But
We're gonna have
did you
Vicky here.
technically win? She's frozen. I think she's frozen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
She is frozen.
I think I can circumvent it just because of the way it's stated.
Okay.
How
So-
many times can you fold a piece of paper in half? An infinite number of times. See? There's once, There's twice. There's 3 times. There's 4 times.
No, I can't do it this way. I gotta do it this way. Okay. Trying to get my little thing to in a way that it can bend so you all can see. So, see here. 1. Also, I wanted to say which one of the postcards. So in half. So this is in half. So 1.
Yes.
And once it becomes thicker than it does longer, you can't do it anymore. 1. Oops. My wrist hurts so bad. Okay. 1, 2.
Ooh,
3.
3 folds.
3 folds.
3. I guess now. I don't know if I can do another one this way. I guess I can. 4.
4 folds.
Let's see. Okay, 4. Oh man, I think I can get that. I'm gonna do it this way though, so that that stupid little piece that's popping out doesn't. 4, 5. Okay, get it. Okay,
Is that 5?
that's 5.
5 folds.
Oh my god. Shut up.
Shut up.
That one doesn't want to stay there, but it is folding. So I mean, does that count? Not count? Does it? What's the rules on has to stay or something? Okay.
I folded the other way.
Okay, I'm gonna do this because I think this will work better. Okay. So this is 4 right here. This is 4. If I fold this again, it's 5. But what I want to do is perforate it before I try to get it. This would be fold number 6. But we're going to do this instead. Back to fold number 5. Okay. Let's see, fold number 5. Fold number 6.
Six folds.
Oh my god, please stop.
Okay.
6 folds. Get in there. I don't have anything that I can, like I don't have a boning tool so that I can press it flat. So here we go. This is 6. Man, 8 is the, I feel like 8's still going to be the thing. 6. Okay, 6. Do the thing, you stupid thing. Maybe. Oh god, I've wrecked it. Okay, sorry. This is 4. No, wait. This is 4. This is 5. You know, I wonder if they So this is 6, right? Right here. Like, man, and this is looking pretty rough. So I could get 7 out of this. But I wonder if, like, her little tricksiness does things like this. Like, so it's supposed to be folded in half, right? But does it count if she's doing things like this? Right? Because technically this size is half of this size, right?
Right.
So then if you're like, okay, well, what's half of this size? Or does the fold have to be a single fold that creates a half?
I presume, I don't know, but I presume it's a single fold that makes a half. Otherwise, the fan technique, which she ruled out in the article, would also work.
Well, no. How do you imagine the fan technique would work?
So you know how paper fans have that fold that accordions?
No, I have no idea. I mean, the fan technique, it folds. It doesn't even fold in half once.
Yes, but it ends up in some fraction of the size in the end.
I see.
Right.
So this was 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Ooh,
7. Somehow there's supposed to be 12 in this piece of paper. Well, there's supposed to be 12 in something that's like 5,000 miles long. Sorry, guys, I can only get 7.
4,000 feet. 4,000 feet.
Not quite a mile.
Not quite a mile of paper.
Yeah, I wonder if I could have done this more if I was able to just hold it in its longer position. I wonder if, like, you have to. Oh no, it hurts my wrist so much to do that. Okay, no.
All right, valid attempt. Valid attempt.
Valid attempt. Well, it was a valiant effort. All right, what time is it? It is 9:24. It basically brings us to the end of the show, except for I wanted to. Yes. Okay. So remember last week we decided we were gonna do the the little the mail that we're gonna send around. So everybody went into Discord, they made their votes, and the winner of the postcard, the winning postcard choice. Oh no, where is it?
You nailed it.
No,
is it with the agenda?
It's here. No, it's this one.
Ooh.
Cat bus.
Yeah, Cat Bus is the one that was the winner.
Cute.
Yes, so this is the postcard that will go around, and then for everybody that commented in the Discord, I'm going to go and I'll send messages. I'll get everybody's snail mail addresses, and then we will get this guy off in the mail. And remember, the rules are when you get it, you have 1 week to get it off to the next person so that eventually it will come back all the way to me, and everybody, can. I'm going to send it in an envelope so that we can write all over the back of it. And then it could just be, relabeled in an envelope. So there it is, you guys. That is that. Remember, hit the like and subscribe button if you had fun with us this evening. And also remember, next week we are going to do this dross auction for an enchanted item and a quest again on the show. I want to at least do this all the way up to Fairy Blossom Festival. So since that's when there's going to be a lot of opportunity to use enchanted items. So it will be the time to get them. Also, there is a game in the Hedge on Friday starting at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So that's the day after tomorrow. And I think that's all of the big news for right now.
Big news.
I know. Do you guys want to boost your event that you're doing out there, Professor?
Yes, please. Myth Musica, July 8th of 2023 from 11 till 5. Featuring the music of
10 to 5 or 11 to
Maple
5?
Singers, Thistledown, and Moghorn the Stray. In addition, Lolly will be there, and we will do
Oh.
one dueling.
Yes,
One
it's
dueling.
very
It's
excited for
located
that.
in Parkton, Maryland, at the Royal Rabbit Vineyards.
And
The event.
where can people? What website should people? Why am I so
Rainbow?
big? What? Why there? Like, what happened?
Yes.
What website?
Give me 30 seconds. Wolf and Fairy will put it in the comments.
What was that?
Wolf and Fairy will post in the comments.
Okay. And then I think with all of that said, goodbye, everybody, and we will see you next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Well, more like 7:40 because fairy time, but you get the idea. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to FAE Productions. We hope you enjoyed our show with your host, Fairy Princess Ollie. Hello and welcome to FAE Productions. We hope you enjoyed our show with your host, Fairy Princess Ollie. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you had fun with our FAE crew. Don't forget to click that little bell icon to get notifications of upcoming shows. And if you're looking to support your fellow FAE, fly on over to our Patreon, links below.
Did it? Oh!